Hey, what's up, everybody in flashrock land? This is TFG, and tonight I've got a band whose name is, ironically enough, the same thing most of my ex-girls say about me: SOULBLEED. So you just had your Souls Bled by SOULBLEED. Introduce yourselves and tell them what you do in the band.
My name is Josh Kane, and I play drums.
Steve Marshall, I play guitar.
Elena Bagman, I play bass.
Dave, vocals.
Nice. All right, so you guys just witnessed some totally maximum, straight to your head metal. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know. Is that what you guys are going with? Are you guys like going metal, or you like throwing something out there new?
It's
No,
metal.
it's
All
metal.
right,
Metal.
good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Keep the faith. Well, let me know what's going on with SOULBLEED. What's up with you guys? Give me a little bit of backstory on the band for me and for those that might not know you out there.
Well, we started, me and her started back about a year and a half ago. We had a different drummer at the time. We found this guy. He came in, we started doing some stuff. We lost that drummer. About a year ago, we found this guy, and we've been kicking ass ever since, playing a lot of shows.
Cool.
Just working on songs and whatnot. We got an album coming out soon.
So what I've got right here is basically like a little 2-song single that you guys are kind of just throwing out to the masses right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you did just mention that you're coming out with an album. So how's that coming? How far along is that? How long do we have to wait?
Couple months, maybe like 2 months, 2.5 months. I mean, because we're still writing and everything, and there's a lot. Like, we still want to get the songs that we have tightened up a little bit more, and then the newer stuff we want to get out and play it, because we found that every time we go out and play, even our older songs at shows, they just get a little bit better, and they get a little bit better. So we just want it to be, we're gonna try and push it off as long as possible and make it, the best
Make sure
it can be.
everything's like nice and tightened down.
Yeah, and all the parts are set and everything. So
Well, from what we heard here tonight, it doesn't sound like you guys have got far to go with that. So
thank you.
very nice. I mean, she over there is like, you've got this rumble, this growl to your bass playing.
Oh, thank
It's here again, it's probably sounding a little sexist. You imagine women to be more dainty and play tambourines or whatever, but you're smashing that bass along with the rest of these guys. It's perfect.
Tambourine.
Very cool. Well, like I said, to be chauvinistic here, because I am a pig, but
Oh, come on, man. It's all right.
enough about me. Back to SOULBLEED. I think that's what I'm doing to you guys right now. I'm bleeding you guys
Don't be
dry.
so hard on yourself, man. It's okay.
Hey, if
it
I'm
gets
not,
better.
who will be?
Oh.
But back to the band. So what's going on with SOULBLEED? So you got a new album coming out. Obviously, you've got to have a website or something online that they can get a hold of you guys at, right?
Yeah.
SOULBLEEDARMY.com. Reverb Nation, Pure Volume.
Yeah. MySpace.com/SoulBleedArmy. Yeah, you can check out pictures, blogs and
All the latest shows.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
cool.
Flashrock. So
Exactly. You heard it from him, not me. Let me ask you this. Being as you're the excellent vocalist that you are, like, what kind of rituals or warm-ups do you do beforehand? Do you, like, drink tea or whatever? What do you do to, like, keep that voice, like...
Drink a lot of water. Try to keep my voice out of my throat. Maybe stretch a little bit, open my diaphragm up, and just yell.
Yeah, because it sounds like it's coming from down here, as opposed to a lot of times it sounds very nasally with some bands, so to speak,
Yeah, I mean,
None of the bands that have been here at Flashrock, of course, but...
Well, in the beginning, it takes practice. My throat would bleed, in the past. Like, I wouldn't have any technique down. I just go out there and just get really emotional and scream my ass off and...
But that's metal,
strip my
baby.
voice. Yeah, pretty much.
yeah,
It's got to be
Very
done
cool.
right.
yeah, it's got to be consistent, So
There you go.
yeah, we kind of like are nitpickers with things, So
He is.
well, I mean,
There's
yeah,
more and more from the drummers. The drummers are like the slave drivers these days.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it's got to be up to a certain level, If you want to be any kind of like, I don't know, respected musician, by the people that you respect, then you gotta raise the bar a little bit, and that's what we try and do. So.
And as you guys are probably aware, and most bands out there that go to the realm, most people really don't want to give you the credit that it's due. And there's like some really exceptional players, Again,
Yeah.
case in point
some
tonight.
of the best musicians
Thank you.
are metal musicians.
Yeah.
It's an extremity of music. It's anything that's an extremity won't be accepted by the mass majority. It's I guess an acquired thing. If you know
Right.
about it, you listen to it. If you don't, then you're getting left behind.
Yeah, or if you're just fucking pissed at everything and you're rocking it.
Well, I think you guys just kind of answered my next question. I was going to ask you, it's like, what is it that you guys decided to do with metal? I mean, why did you go to this, form of music as opposed to, for the people out there that don't understand this form of music and go, it's just screaming and, fast guitar, it's like, explain to them why metal was your true calling.
For me, it's the emotional aspect of it, and not emo. I mean, it's raw emotion. It's anger. It's vented things. I mean, I'd rather scream at the top of my lungs than go out and do something stupid. You know, it's a way to vent, or it's therapeutic. You know, I get something out of it. And not everybody, you know, vents their frustrations the same way. I for one, screaming at the top of my lungs, and you know, it does something.
The primal scream theory, basically, right?
Yeah, pretty much, man. I mean, it beats getting into trouble.
There you go.
Pretty much saved my life, so.
Yeah.
That's it.
Go ahead, man.
You know what? It's weird to me because I got into metal when I was about. All my cousins ever listened to was Metallica and whatnot, and I had listened to that since I was in like first or second grade. So I didn't think of it as like, I just thought of it as music. My dad always listened to Sabbath and whatnot, and I never really like put things, you know, in certain areas and whatnot. I never thought, wow, this is really weird because it's screaming and stuff. I just thought it was all music, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't understand how some people don't get it, but that's their problem.
There you go. Hey, that just means more for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I always like obviously drummers. I mean, like the first time that I heard, you know, Lars play, you know, like when I think I was like 7 or 8 years old, and I was just blown away because there was so much energy and there was so much, you know, speed. And then like started listening to Megadeth and Pantera, and you know, and then, you know, all like I'm from the East Coast, so all the older East Coast hardcore,
right.
You know, like back when like Hatebreed was Josta 14, you know, and Vision of Disorder was like raw, you know, that
Old
was just
school stuff.
Yeah, dude, it was like I was just so taken by it, you know, and there's just so much feeling, and you know, it's just
people on the West Coast think that hardcore is like a new thing.
Oh yeah, dude, fuck that.
Karate kicks, like they're onto something new.
Yeah.
That shit's been going on for years. You know?
Many years.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like they try to separate. Well, we're hardcore, we're not metal, and that's not, you know, it's all metal. You're just killing it.
There you go.
Seriously.
If you get something out of it emotionally, then, you know, for me
it's
personally
metal.
with the metal, that's where it's always been for me, and it sounds like that's what I'm getting from you. You've been kind of quiet through this whole interview. Before we get out of here, I got to hear more than 2 words from you.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say something about that. I grew up listening to Van Halen, and just listening to that, just the musicianship in metal, it's just beyond a lot of other music out there and everything. So then after that, and hearing Pantera and hearing like everybody just so awesome in that band, just like, wow, I want to be in a band where everybody's just like really good, and it just shows, and that's just what I always like to do. So I just figured this is the kind of music that I like to listen to. This is what I want to do, and
we're making the music that we would want to hear, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, it took a long time to find 4 people that could do that and not, you know,
strangle each other.
Water it down, and just you know, there's a lot of different.
Well, you're looking for 2 different things at this point. You're looking for somebody with the dedication and heart to be a part of what you guys want to do, but then you're also looking for somebody that's got the dedication and heart to be able to play the style of music that you guys play, because it's not simple, you know, 1, 2, easy blues little riffs. I mean, in my opinion, the metal is really where the classical music has gone today. If you really kind of compare some of the great composers of the past, and you know, the lead guitar playing, and just, you know, the overall arrangements of most songs in this genre, it's almost like it is a classic kind of
a lot of
revival,
dynamic and composition.
Yeah, you know, harmonies, nice leads, nice, you know, nice things complementing each other, you know.
Yeah.
Well, SOULBLEED, I would like to very much thank you for coming in and rocking Flashrock.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
We've got the radio show that anybody can tune into every Monday night. Well, we loop it throughout the week, so you can tune into any time, but we're live from 7 to 11. We'd love to have you guys call in, give us any future dates on shows.
Cool.
Just come in, eat some spaghetti with us, or, you know, just kind of shoot the shit. It's all good.
All right.
So,
That's good, man.
with that, I want to thank SOULBLEED once again. I want to thank you, the viewer, for tuning into flashrock.com and checking out all these great bands we've got on here. Stay tuned, because we're far from through, and we've got a whole bunch behind us that if you haven't checked them out yet, what are you waiting for? Get going. I'm TFG. This is SOULBLEED. Rock on.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Flashrock.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We just give you one of those.
No, I get the finger. Thank you.
Very nice.
Great.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Very
Wow,
Thank you
that was
guys
really
very
cool.
much.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you, man. Very good. I thoroughly enjoyed this, man. This is great.
Cool.
Awesome, dude.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was good.
But yeah, the Monday Night Radio. Anytime you guys want to either come by or just call in, we're totally there for your disposal.
Cool.
Show, you know, give out new dates. You guys got any when the new ones are kind of like sort of you ready to take it
Awesome.
to another realm. It wasn't here. It wasn't on this earth. I went somewhere else, and it was just total peace and joy and love and complete.
Hey, what's up, everybody in Flashrock land? This is TFG, and tonight I've got a band whose name is, ironically enough, the same thing most of my ex-girls say about me, SOULBLEED.